In times of deep frustration, when everything seems to go against us and usual solutions fail, we may feel lost and helpless. However, such moments of crisis can offer a unique opportunity for introspection and personal growth. Carl Jung, one of the founders of modern psychology, introduced the concept of the shadow, a hidden part of our psyche that contains everything we deny about ourselves. This video explores how confronting and integrating the shadow can turn crises into turning points, using a 3-step method to work with this dark part of our personality. Imagine for a moment that you could discover a hidden part of yourself that has the power to completely transform your life. A part that you have ignored or even feared, but that holds the keys to your true strength and potential. What would you do if you found this secret? If you feel that something is missing, that there is more to you than meets the eye, this video is for you. Ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery? Let's go. Carl Jung, a pioneer of depth psychology, developed the concept of the shadow, a fundamental part of his theory of the unconscious. According to Jung, the shadow consists of those aspects of our personality that we choose to repress or deny. This repression often occurs because we consider these traits incompatible with the ideal image we wish to present to ourselves and others. These aspects can include traits commonly seen as negative, such as anger, selfishness, envy, and the desire for power. On the other hand, the shadow can also harbor positive qualities that were discouraged during childhood or suppressed by cultural or familial influences, such as spontaneity, sensitivity, and creativity. The process of repressing these traits is often unconscious. From childhood, we learn to adapt our behaviors to fit social and family expectations. Over time, these repressed behaviors form the shadow, which, though hidden, can significantly influence our actions and reactions daily. A person who represses anger might experience unexpected bursts of irritation, or may develop physical symptoms as a result of ongoing emotional tension. The significance of Jung's shadow concept in psychology is not limited to understanding psychological challenges. It also emphasizes the positive potential of the shadow. By confronting and integrating these repressed aspects into our conscious personality, we can release considerable vital energy. This process, known as shadow integration, allows a person to become more whole, authentic, and creative. Shadow integration is essential for personal development, as recognizing and accepting the rejected parts of ourselves paves the way for greater internal acceptance and the ability to innovate. Thus, exploring the shadow not only helps us understand the sources of many of our problematic behaviors, but also offers an opportunity to reclaim creative energy and significantly transform our lives. Jung believed that confronting one's own shadow is crucial to the process of individuation, that is, the process by which a person becomes themselves, whole and distinct. 3-step method for shadow work. Shadow work is a therapeutic process that helps people confront and integrate parts of their personality that have been repressed or denied. This method consists of 3 structured steps to facilitate the recognition and acceptance of these hidden aspects, promoting greater harmony and inner understanding. Accept. The first and fundamental step is to accept the negative thoughts and feelings that arise from the unconscious. Acceptance here is understood as a full recognition of the existence of these thoughts and feelings, without necessarily agreeing with them or acting as they suggest. It's crucial to understand that trying to suppress or deny these emotions and thoughts only increases their influence on our actions and emotional state. Accepting them does not mean allowing them to dictate our lives, but rather recognizing that they are parts of us that need to be. By turning our attention to the physical and emotional sensations, we can begin to unravel the real impact of these repressed aspects on our psyche and behavior. This practice helps to create a deeper understanding of our emotional reactions and the nature of internal conflicts. Witness. The third step is to observe these feelings and thoughts as if we were an external observer, without judgment or direct emotional involvement. This technique of detachment allows us to see the shadow without being overwhelmed by it. By witnessing our own emotional reactions with neutrality, we create space for these thoughts and emotions to exist and eventually transform. This process enables a type of healing where the previously repressed aspects of the shadow can be integrated in a healthy and constructive manner into the overall personality. Each step of this method aids in the development of greater self-awareness and emotional maturity, essential for a psychologically balanced and fulfilling life. Shadow work is not just about dealing with the negative, it's about rediscovering and reintegrating the totality of who we are. Integrating the shadow, essential for self-knowledge and authenticity. Ignoring or repressing aspects of our personality that we consider undesirable can subvert our ability to live fully. Through shadow work, we confront and accept these hidden parts, allowing us to become more whole and true to ourselves. This process has a profound impact on eliminating limiting beliefs, those ideas we often adopt from childhood that tell us what we cannot do or who we cannot be. By confronting and understanding these aspects, we can undo the thought patterns that limit our personal growth. The result is a significant release of energy and focus, which can be redirected towards achieving goals and aspirations that previously seemed out of reach. Beyond personal growth, shadow work also has a significant positive impact on our interpersonal relationships. By getting to know and accept our own darker sides, we develop greater empathy and understanding for the challenges and behaviors of others. This happens because we start to recognize that everyone has their own internal struggles, many of which are similar to ours. This insight helps us to be less critical and more understanding of others, improving the quality of our interactions and relationships. Therefore, by embracing the entirety of our personality, including aspects we previously rejected or concealed, we can live more harmoniously and effectively. Shadow work invites us to accept our complete human complexity, empowering us to handle life in a more balanced and understanding way, both internally and externally. The law of karma, spiritual principle in modern psychology. The law of karma is a spiritual principle that states that every action we perform generates a corresponding future reaction. This means that everything we do has consequences, whether positive or negative. This concept is central to many spiritual traditions and is directly linked to the work of integrating the shadow in modern psychology. When we carry repressed or unresolved negative emotions, such as anger, resentment, or fear, these energies can influence our actions in ways we may not always realize. For example, repressed anger can lead to disproportionate outbursts in situations that do not warrant such a response, or fear can prevent us from seizing new opportunities. By working with the shadow, we begin to recognize and transform these negative energies. This not only helps us better understand the origins of our actions, but also allows us to choose more conscious and positive responses. By doing so, we not only avoid perpetuating cycles of negativity in our own lives, but also positively influence our interactions with others. Moreover, releasing these negative energies makes room for new possibilities for action and reaction. Without the weight of these emotions, we can act in ways that yield more positive and rewarding results. This aligns with the law of karma. By choosing actions that reflect our values and integrity, we can generate reactions that enrich our lives and the lives of others around us. Therefore, working with the shadow is crucial for breaking negative karmic cycles. By confronting and transforming the parts of ourselves that are sources of pain and conflict, we align ourselves with a more harmonious life and create a future where the reactions to our actions are more likely to be positive. This is an essential step for anyone wishing to live a more fulfilling and conscious life. The role of releasing negative emotions in shadow work. Releasing negative emotions plays a key role in shadow work, a process that goes beyond mere suppression or fighting against these feelings. Instead of battling negative emotions, it is essential to allow them to manifest and flow in a controlled and conscious manner. This approach enables us to face these emotions, understanding their origins and impacts, without letting them dominate or define our actions. Allowing emotions like anger, sadness, or fear to express themselves can be challenging, but it is a crucial step in relieving the burden of these emotional loads accumulated over time. By facing these emotions directly, we can begin to understand how they affect our thoughts, behaviors, and decisions. This understanding helps us achieve a state of greater peace and acceptance, reducing the power these emotions have over us. When conventional methods do not yield the desired results, Turning inward and confronting our shadow can prove to be the most effective path for change and personal growth. This process involves more than just dealing with negative aspects. It's about recognizing and integrating all facets of our personality. By accepting our shadow, focusing on the emotions it elicits, and observing its transformation, we can initiate a profound change in our life experience. Engaging in this work allows us not only to deal with the past in a healthier way, but also to open up new possibilities for the future. Integrating all aspects of ourselves, we become more complete, authentic, and capable of living fully. This is the true power of shadow work, transforming not just our inner world, but also how we interact with the world around us.